The next Season 4 Week 1 challenge in Fortnite Battle Royale that I'll be covering says to search Fortnite letters. Now the reward for completing this challenge is 5 battle stars towards your battle pass, and you must have the battle pass for these letters to even be visible. Now of note, there's 15 spots that I found that can spawn these letters. Of course, the word Fortnite only has 8 letters in it, so you can go to 8 of these in any order you want. There's no specific route that you have to take. Every time you find one, it'll just progressively spell the word Fortnite until it's complete. So I'm going to show you the 8 that I did, and then I'll just briefly show you the remaining 7 spots in case you want to take a different route than me. So where I started, and where I recommend you start as well, is the new structure at the back of Lonely Lodge. It's a huge mansion, and at the very top of it is a sky dome type structure, and this will have a letter spawn on top of it. There's plenty of loot in this building and in the surrounding area, but in particular, we've got another letter spawn just a short distance away. So after you collect the mansion letter, head towards the racetrack. Now there's also a comet crater over here, so if you want to turn into a Mexican jumping bean, feel free to go Super Saiyan with the alien rock. You'll then want to long jump your way right of the crater and you'll see a shack surrounded by some pine trees. The next letter spawn you're looking for is on top of this shack. Now the next letter can be found in the southeast part of Moistymire. There's some kind of huge movie set going on, probably filming a Shrek movie. You'll see a green helicopter that's crashed, and just to the left of it is an odd stump sticking out. And it's on top of this tree stump that has the letter spawn. Every time I landed here, there's been other people as well. Most likely curious to check out how Moistymire has changed, so definitely be on guard. The next letter spawn is my favorite one, which is at Dusty Depot, or I mean Dusty Divot. If you look at the last T in the word divot, go to the right of this and you'll see a blue tower. The letter spawn is on top of this. Now I made the mistake of floating right onto this tower, which eventually resulted in me taking fall damage. I didn't have time to get a good look here, but without materials, I couldn't find a way down without taking damage. You'd be better off grabbing a kryptonite rock and subway surfing your way up with the mutant flea jumping powers. Now the next letter can be found smack dab in the center of Pleasant Park. This is always a risky drop since it's surrounded on every side by potential enemies. If there's no one landing here with you, feel free to land directly on the pavilion and grab the letter. But just note that there can be a chest spawn directly underneath this, which is what I like to go for right away and then build my way up to the letter. Our next letter can be found in Greasy Grove. This is actually at the playground area on top of what looks like a poor kid's monkey bars contraption. You can find this play area at the northwest portion of Greasy Grove. Now the next to last letter can be found at Tilted Towers. If you go to this one, I highly recommend doing it from the skydive off the battle bus, as its location is at the tippity top of the clock tower. I made the mistake of trying to get it in the middle of a game, where I thought the coast would be clear. Unfortunately for me, there were still some scallywags lurking about, and they made it quite a chore to get to the top of this tower. Once you do get up there, grab the letter and carefully make your way down. Or if you find yourself in a pickle like I was, turn yourself into Pickle Rick and drop a guy from 10 stories in the sky. And then turn your attention to the guy camping his dick off in the clock tower itself and rain a few grenades on his parade. Now for the last letter, I went to Haunted Hills. When you're flying or walking in, it'll be located on the back side of the area, which is in the cemetery. There's a large vampire bat tombstone here, which has the letter spawn on top of it. Now there's usually a chest that spawns at the base of this tomb as well, so I tried to grab that first since there were always others landing here with me. Once the coast is clear, make your way up to the last letter and hold square on it to spell out the word Fortnite. You'll be instantly showered with confetti, indicating that the challenge is now complete. So there you have it. You can go to the 8 places that I outlined in this video, or you can use this map here, which was designed by Reddit user Squatting Dog, to locate any of the 15 letter spawns. You can see that some of them actually make for a decent route if you don't want to keep joining games and dying. I tried my best to collect several in a single game, but it's probably faster to just land at a spot, grab it, die, and then repeat. Regardless of which way you do it, with this video, you should be scrabbling your way to Fortnite in no time.